We have done all we can in Lothering. Party, it is time to move on. It is time to leave Lothering. We're going to go to Redcliffe.
Away with you, foul creatures! Leave us alone!
Oh yeah, here we go.
All right.
Oh, this will be
Yeah, I'm standing too close to the enemy. I'm gonna go over here.
too easy.
Alright, let's get this off of Morrigan. Alright, let's get the archer.
I'll try to be merciful.
Let's go after this archer. Alright, let's go after the nearest one. Let's push forward a little bit. And we'll take on the Grimlock, whatever you want to call him. Alright.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Okay, you are welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
Really, I doubt you want to travel with me. I'm a Grey Warden. It's a bit complicated and very, very dangerous. You're welcome to come along if it'll keep you safer and make you feel better, because, you know, extra hands can always be, can always find work.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Okay. Okay, I don't know why we have our weapons out, but...
Delighted.
Okay, so what do we have here? Oh, we've got a sealed letter. Okay. We're going to... Is there anything over here? Because I want to loot everything that can be looted. And that includes... Where's my... I can't see my cursor. I'm having trouble finding the cursor. It's a little small. Here. We're looting that. We'll have that, yes. Okay, is there anything else? Let's push in. Alright, nope. Nothing here. Problem is the graphic that they're using for us having our ability turned on is very similar to the graphic that they're using for treasure being present. Alright, so that's all the treasure. Let us... I'm gonna talk to him again because I don't think I got everything I could out of it.
Hello.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up.
Okay,
Thank you
fine.
kindly for all your assistance.
Okay. Yes, let's gather the party and venture forth.
Bad dreams, huh?
Oh, seemed real. It seemed very, very real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Okay, the Archdemon, is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Okay, I'm not afraid. I'm just, spooked, if you understand the difference.
I screamed like a little girl. Duncan said he thought I had someone in my room.
Wow, okay.
Not embarrassing at all. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Okie doke. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We gotta talk to everyone. Party camp, all of your party's injuries are healed when you return to camp. Each party member can be found somewhere in the camp, making it an ideal location to hand out new equipment, give gifts, or talk. Okay, so we're gonna get into the talking stuff. We may even do a little bit of gift giving, but I'm not entirely sure yet. We're going to start off talking to Liliana because she's right here.
Yes?
Okay, I think I would like to talk to you for a little bit.
Well, here I am.
Yes, you are. What exactly is this vision of yours, please?
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
Okay, what then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Okay. And that made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
Okay. Okay. I suppose I shouldn't sit by either, although I'm not a part of your religion.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's talk to Alistair.
What do you need?
Okay. Do you need to talk about Duncan? I know he was your friend.
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
Okay. Okay. Doesn't mean I don't mourn his loss.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. There's no need to apologize, buddy. You were close to him. I understand.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
Okay, well, what about the other Grey Wardens? And he had you, bud. And that is an excellent idea, but he had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
You didn't. We had a mission. You had a mission, and we carried it out. I get what you're saying, but we had a mission.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from Hyeba, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. The Dailies don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
We bury them and plant a tree over their remains.
That sounds quite beautiful. Life, springing from death. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Anytime, Alistair. And maybe I'll go to Highover with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
We're warriors now, and warriors have to stick together. That is just the way. Now, the next person to talk to looks like Sten. So we're gonna go and talk to Sten. See what he's got to say.
Why are we stopping?
We're working together. We're soldiers together. I need to know a little bit more about you.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you okay? We were in a cage. You were in a cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Okay. Then, you said you were in an army?
I am.
Okay. Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, Elf.
Okay, you're kind of a dick. So you know your way around a battlefield, huh? Never seen a Quinari before. Can you tell me about your people?
No.
Okay, well... fuck you then.
As you wish.
Because, you know... who the fuck is that? I don't know who the fuck he is. He's coming after Morrigan, though.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer? Because, well, was your mother a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When
Oh.
a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Okay, your mother has been doing this for a long time then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change into other human forms?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
I see. Okay. There have been Dalish keepers who use similar magic.
Oh? Then I have no doubt your people do much to keep their talents well hidden from humans. I wonder if I was to ask one of your keepers of the origin of their magics, if there would be any relation to what I was taught.
Possible. We don't know much of our origins, I'm afraid, thanks to humans.
Ah, this makes sense according to what I know of the elves. Alas.
Yeah, I agree. Do you spend a lot of time in animal form?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
Interesting. And What do other animals think of you when you are in their form?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Interestingly enough. Okay, had anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell, and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Okay, that is all. Thank you. Thanks for talking.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
No, I think your abilities are quite useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Okay. Well, dust isn't going to gather on you, I don't imagine. I've got this fellow over here who I don't know who he is.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennec, at your service once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
It sounds great. You are free to stay, and you are free to stay. Just be cool. What do you sell exactly?
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
Okay. Let's see what you have.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Indeed. Okay, so first things first. Let's do this. We're going to go... I have this axe, a dragon bone axe. I don't... No, that's him. I don't have any weapons. I've got this armor, and I've got a small shield I don't need. I don't have any of that. Others. Okay, so most of this is stuff that I'm eventually going to start, because I'm going to be using poisons and stuff, I guess. I've got some runes. I've got some treasure to distribute, some stuff to distribute, gifts and such. I'm going to be giving those gifts away in a little bit. I've got some... Alright, got some of that stuff. What does he have? He's got some trap triggers, and flasks and such. I'm going to need some flasks in a little bit. Not right now. I might take a few. So I might take like 10 flasks or so. So yeah, we're going to go 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're going to take 10 flasks. Alright. Okay, health poultices. We're going to take some regular health poultices. Okay, he only has 2, so I'm going to take all of them. Okay, lesser health poultices. How many you got? I'm going to take them all. I'm going to take, let's see, your injury kits. Yeah, let's take them all. I'm not going to be using too much Minbari stuff. Tomb of the Arcane. Okay, I want that. I want the Tomb of the Arcane, but I can't afford it. Tomb of the Physical, can't afford it. Journeyman, Novus Dwemer Rune. Okay. A whole bunch of this stuff. stick. What the hell is that? It's a gift. Okay, oh, I see. That's probably for the dog. Fat loot. I can imagine that's for Liliana, as she is a bard. So this is free? Grey Warden hand puppet? Alright, if that's free, I'm having it. King Mark Shield. Anything that's free, I'm just gonna have it, yeah. Alistair doll. Beard flask. Pet rock. Quinari, prayers for the dead. Amulet of memories. Rare brandy. Complete genealogy of kings of Ferelden. Yeah, all the free stuff we're gonna have. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, I don't need those. Thoughtful gift, that's expensive. Onion. Uncrushable pigeon. Okay, that's cool. Backpack. Can I afford it? Yeah, okay, so we're gonna take the backpack. Alright, and that was a lot of gold, but that was worth it. Alright, that's cool. So I don't have anything else. Let's see. Ooh, we've got some expensive stuff here. Alright, so that's gonna be what we do. Alright. Alright, so that's gonna be how we do this. Close. Alright, now, a couple things need to happen. I'm going to see who this is.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
I am Raven, and I have never, ever heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
And what promise did he make you? How did you know Duncan?
It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really.
Right. Go ahead, tell me your story.
After King Marek freed us from the Orlesians, the Grey Wardens begged the King's permission to come into Ferelden, some sort of internal business. Me and a mess of other Warden sympathisers spoke on behalf of your order. Tan Loghain was very much against letting Orlesian Wardens in the kingdom. But Marek, Andraste, bless him, was a fair-minded monarch, and he let them in.
And go ahead, I'm listening.
So that's why I was there when the Wardens and their leader, Genevieve, presented herself to the king. The first Wardens in Ferelden in over a century. Proudest day of my life, that was. Duncan was a bit of a scamp back then. We were of an age and struck up a friendship. The king himself went with the Wardens on their mysterious business. When he returned, he rescinded King Ardland's decree, and the Wardens came back to Ferelden for good.
Okay. Right. And why were the Wardens cast out in the first place? I don't know the story.
People say it's because the Wardens have become terribly unpopular. Just soaking up ties and not doing a bleeding thing for the kingdom. I say that's bollocks, as recent events have shown.
Okay, and the decree was rescinded just like that? Just because people asked?
Marek was a bit of a visionary. A powerful mind, that one. In his travels with the Wardens, he must have seen how important their cause was, and been moved by it.
Okay, and I don't think that's the full story, but,
There was some talk at court that he did it to improve relations with Orzammar. That might have factored into it, but make no mistake. King Marek was a giant among men.
okay. And Duncan was an easy man to like. What promise did Duncan make you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Okay, and what happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Okay, and I'm surprised you kept your name. That's not an easy way to go when everyone hates you.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the Blight. We're not ashamed of that.
Okay, so what do I need to know? So what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
Okay. And you can't go there by yourself because?
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
Okay. That's great. But what do I need to do?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least?
Your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Okay. That will be pretty awesome. If you betray me, I will kill you, however. Let me talk to this little boy.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Okay. What exactly does enchantment do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Okay. Let's take a look. I don't think I have anything that can be enchanted, but we'll take a look.
Enchantment!
Okie dokie. Oathkeeper can be enchanted. Alistair can enchant Oathkeeper. Flame Rune. Okay. And we're going to accept that. Okay, so I believe we just enchanted Oathkeeper. Alright, that's pretty awesome. I don't think... Okay, then the next thing that needs to happen is I need to distribute some gifts. So I believe I'm going to distribute the gifts, and then we will continue on.